Swiggity swag, what's in the bag? Jay here. I'm bringing you guys another top 5 video, and this is my top 5 electric type Pokemon because electric type did win the vote from last week by a freaking landslide. But let's go ahead and smash that like button if you think you're gonna enjoy this video. Also, do not forget to leave your own top 5 electric type Pokemon down in the comment section below. Keep in mind that this list right here is fully opinionated, so you do not need to agree with my opinion, but as long as you respect my opinion, I will respect yours. And usually, like I say, you know, if you don't agree with mine, then leave your own top 5 down in the comment section below. And I did do a top 10 electric type Pokemon on LumioseStation, and I don't know if my list actually, you know, changed since then because I didn't really go back and check. But let's go ahead and jump into this video, and you guys can tell me if it changed or not. So So coming in at number 5 is Luxray, and Luxray is on this list because I just generally love Luxray's design overall. Luxray just looks really cool, and it looks like it could be a good Pokemon. It has potential to be a really good Pokemon. The only thing that is holding this thing back from being a really nice Pokemon is one, its speed, because it is not fast at all. It's really not that fast at all, to be honest with you guys. I mean, Luxray looks like it should be a really fast Pokemon, but overall it's not. It really isn't. I mean, I think, does Pikachu outspeed? I don't know if Pikachu outspeeds, but that just goes to show you, like, Luxray has power. It has nice raw power. I mean, it gets an ability, Rivalry. It gets an ability, Guts. It gets all like these nice abilities that help its attack stat and stuff. Yet its speed is just kind of lackluster. So what people, I mean, I don't even think I've ever seen a choice scarf of Luxray, because no one wants to run that. I mean, in all honesty, I don't think anyone wants to run Luxray, a choice scarf Luxray. But I'm talking about all the bad things about Luxray. Luxray is on this list because it just has so much potential to be a really good Pokemon, and I love Luxray's design. Luxray has a sick ass design. Not only that, but I feel that if this thing ever got a Mega, I think it should become like Electric Dark, just because at first glance this thing looks like an Electric Dark type. That's just my opinion. I don't know about anyone else's opinion, but I think that Luxray should definitely be Electric Dark. That would be a very nice typing. I'm pretty sure that's sort of a unique typing as well, because I don't think anything in the game has the typing of Electric Dark. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Luxray just looks really cool. It has a nice raw power that I generally like about Pokemon. If a Pokemon has like a lot of raw power, I generally more or less like that Pokemon. And then Luxray just has a sick ass design to top it all off, so that's why I really like Luxray. And yeah, it has a decent move pool too. That's the other thing. It has a very decent move pool. Poor Luxray. So coming in at number 4 on this top 5 list is Thunderous, and Thunderous is, oh gosh, I messed that one up. Thunderous is on this list because, I mean, let's just be real here. It gets the ability Prankster. It has a Therian form, and this Therian form hits like a freaking truck, although I think the Therian form loses speed. I'm not sure. Either it loses speed, I think it loses speed, and it loses its Prankster ability but gains Volt Absorb, so that's actually really nice. But Thunderous just has a lot of raw power as well, just like Luxray, except it has raw power in the special attack. It gets Nasty Plot, it gets Prankster, it gets all these moves that help, that Prankster helps. So I mean, just giving this powerful Pokemon right here Prankster, and then giving it Nasty Plot, and then like it just hits Thunderbolts all freaking day, and it's just so powerful. I love this thing so much. It's really powerful. I never really used Thunderous at all, to be honest. I actually never used I think I used the Thunderous like maybe once, but I still like Thunderous's design. I love Thunderous's raw power. I like the moves that it gets, you know, run like Hidden Power Ice on this thing with Thunderbolt. I'm not sure if it gets Air Slash. If it does, then that's nice too. It gets like Focus Blast, all these different moves, and it has Prankster to back it up too. So if you want to run like a Thunder Wave, Thunderous or something, you know, Be My Guest, or Nasty Plot, Thunder Wave. I don't know what this thing typically runs, because I never really see this thing anymore, to be honest. But I just love Thunderous's power. I like the design, and honestly, I like the I guess you want to call them genies, the genie trio all together, because all of them are freaking monsters, to be completely honest. Like, It doesn't matter which one you talk about because all of them are freaking monsters, and Thunderous is no exception at all. So coming in at number 3 on this top 5 list is Rotom, and Rotom is on this list because Rotom is a horrifically diverse Pokemon. When I say horrifically diverse, I mean this thing gets like what, 5 different forms. It gets what, Rotom Wash, which is on the screen right now, Rotom Heat, Rotom Cut, Rotom Fan, and Rotom Frost. It gets all those forms, and it's just such a powerful Pokemon. It's so good. Like the ones that I typically see people run is Rotom Wash, because that's OU. It's typing electric water. It's really good, and it takes hits for days, and it's just a really good. That's just a really good typing. I see Rotom Heat a lot because I think it gets like Will-O-Wisp and stuff, and all that fun stuff, and it just Overheat, Thunderbolt, Volt Switch. That's just a really good combo. And then Rotom Cut. Rotom Cut definitely has gotten a buff in this generation because you can't paralyze it and you can't put it to sleep. That's a deadly combination right there. So you have to like poison it, or you have to you can't put it to sleep. You have to burn it or poison it or something like that, and that's just so freaking good. Not only that, but Rotom like can run like Resto, Chesto. It can run a Choice Scarf, Choice Specs, Trick. Like I said, you can run a bulky Rotom with like lefties or something. Like I said, Rotom is so versatile. You could use its Rotom for many different things. And even though it doesn't have the best stats in the world, it can still, work someone's team to death, especially if you're running like a bulky Rotom with like Will-O-Wisp and stuff. And it's just so freaking good. Rotom is just so good, and it's so scary. It's so scary. It's just good. Coming in at number 2 on this top 5 list is Galvantula, and Galvantula is on this list because Galvantula, I love Galvantula's design. I like its stats, and I just think that Galvantula overall is a good Pokemon. All right, cut. No, I'm kidding. No, but seriously though, Galvantula is really good, you guys. When it comes to speed, it has decent speed. I think it outspeeds Victini, I do believe. So that's really nice speed. It gets access to Thunder and Compound Eyes. Even though, with my luck, I can still miss a Compound Eyes boosted Thunder. Thunder at least hits most of the time, and Thunder is a very powerful move, even with the nerf that it got in Generation 6. But like Compound Eyes boosted Thunder, it gets Bug Buzz, which hits past substitutes. It gets Sticky Web, so you can use it to set up Sticky Webs and slow down your opponent's team. You can run Energy Ball for since I think Galvantula is UU, I think. People like to run Swampert and bring Swampert in on a Galvantula. If you want to be that guy and just run Energy Ball, boop, that's a dead Swampert right then and there. I mean, this thing is so good. It's just a really good Pokemon, especially with the addition of Sticky Web too. With the addition of Sticky Web, that made Galvantula a lot more relevant. I wouldn't say like super duper relevant, but it made it a lot more relevant, and it made it more of like a utility type Pokemon as well. Run Focus Sash, Galvantula, lead, set up Sticky Web, and then just let it die or Volt Switch out or something like that. That's what I generally do with Galvantula, but that's why I like Galvantula. And coming in at number 1 on this top 5 list is Electivire, and a lot of people talk shit about Electivire. Everyone says that Electivire is such an ass Pokemon because it loses speed when it evolves from an Electabuzz. A lot of people say they talk junk about Electivire and stuff, but it's like, I don't really care at all because I still like Electivire. I still love this thing. This thing has a lot of raw power behind it. Okay, this thing's attack stat is, I think Electivire has the highest physical attack stat for an electric type Pokemon, not counting Zekrom. I do believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. By the way, if you're gonna correct me, be sure you research it, because I remember like a couple weeks ago, Sleepy Jirachi was asking, which electric type Pokemon has the highest base stat or base physical attack. And then, I was looking on the list, and Electivire was second. I'm like, what? This thing actually has that much raw power. I knew this thing had like a really high attack stat. I didn't know it was like second when it came to electric type Pokemon. I didn't know that. Now, of course, this thing's speed is complete ass. I know this. Believe me, I do know this. It does have an ability that kind of sort of somewhat makes up for Motor Drive. When it gets hit by an electric type move, it gets a speed boost. But I mean, overall though, I love Electivire's design. I like what it did in the anime to Ash's Pikachu when Gary had it. Gary gave Pikachu the finest of work, the finest work. And then when Paul had his in the Sinnoh League, oh my goodness, he almost gave Infernape the work. Too bad Infernape won, but at that point I wanted Infernape to win, by the way. But Electivire is just a very, very powerful Pokemon. Like I said before, I love the design. I like the power it gets. It has a nice move pool. I just kind of wish that it was part fighting. That's my only issue with Electivire at this point, is that if it was it would be nice if it was part fighting, just because it looks like a fighting type Pokemon, to be completely honest with you. It looks like to be fighting, and Drayano made it part fighting, which is very, very nice. And but yeah, that's generally just why I love Electivire overall, and that's why it's my favorite electric type Pokemon and my favorite Pokemon in general. And that is going to conclude this top 5 electric type Pokemon list. Like I said before, you can leave your own top 5 electric type Pokemon down in the comment section below. Also, do not forget to vote for next week's type, which will be displayed on the screen here in a little bit. But if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, as it does help support the channel, the video, and it makes me a very, very happy guy. And as you can see here, you can vote for next week's type. We have grass type and we have fairy type. Hopefully fairy can, you know, actually win one of these days. But yeah, I'm out of here, so I'll see you guys later. Peace.